Like, look at that's on a Tesla. This is on a Tesla.
That's some A1 video footage.
Man,
Yeah.
This
hold
lets you know you
on, y'all. Like, hold
can't do anything
on.
anywhere.
Like they got them look. Let me slow it down now. Like, look at them trotting.
They was just, what do they say? Lying in wait. That is crazy. Ooh, excuse me.
Man,
It was right up on them cars.
they lucky. This the crossfire right here.
Right.
That Glock dude by the yellow car. Boy, he's lucky he didn't hit this dude right here. But look, we get you on camera again. Hold on. This is ridiculous. But
They just did not care.
At all. It's a game of Fortnite to them.
let me see so we can get up to date with it. Because I think they on day like 3 or 4. And they said she was laughing. I don't know what she was laughing at, but it wasn't while
I think
anybody
they
was.
showed a picture of him on a live. Or at least one of the
No,
times she was laughing.
no, I don't think that's what it was.
See?
Because she was talking to like her lawyers or something.
But no, I saw an article where they were saying at one point during the testimony and stuff that they showed a picture and she was laughing. So she may have laughed several times. Hey, Jen. He waiting
No,
on you to say what you
man.
been saying.
Huh?
Take them out of my room.
I said he was waiting on you to say what you be saying when that mole man.
Let's see. It's like they on day 3. Let's see. Let's click on this dude channel. Yeah, let's do day 3.
Showing pictures of the crime scene, and I would imagine the victims and everything, gun wounds. This is a police officer that arrested one of the shooters on the run, and I think we're going to see footage of that.
Back with the vehicle. What exactly did you do?
So I got behind it, I activated my emergency equipment. I stepped out of my vehicle and simultaneously blackmail, stepped out of the vehicle.
From what door?
Driver.
And did your investigation reveal whether there was anyone else in the car at that time?
Based on that time, there was no one else in the car.
Okay. So he gets out simultaneously to you getting out of your patrol car. Are you producing anything from somewhere on your belt at that point?
Yes, based on the fact that with the vehicle and all that, I pulled my firearm out and gave her a command.
Now, at that point, did you have knowledge through either Lieutenant Cheek or other officers as to why that car was wanted or what it was in relation to, what kind of investigation?
Yes, sir. It came out as a vehicle involving, I believe, homicide, if I remember what the hit was.
Okay. Now, were you aware at that point, when you were in your vehicle at that time, of the murder of an individual who had a celebrity name of Julio Foolio?
Yes, through just social media, but
Did you associate the two things? That car was wanted in relationship to that homicide?
yeah, I basically put it together on my own, based on it was Tampa and the date of entry. I believe it was probably 3 days or some change after the fact.
Did you know that firearms had been involved in that homicide?
Yes, sir.
And is that one of the reasons you pulled your duty sidearm?
Yes, sir.
When you produced your sidearm and you were exiting your car, did you point it at the suspect that was getting out of the Chevy Cruze? Did you give him verbal commands?
Yes, sir.
What type of verbal commands?
I believe I said, let me see your hands. Just try to get compliance from the verbal.
Did he comply?
No.
What did he do?
He decided to run.
He ran? I really hope there's footage of this.
When he
Please.
ran, did you run towards him or take off?
Once he ran, I gave chase.
All right. So you're chasing him. What happens?
As we're chasing, I drew my department issued taser 7 at that time, and deployed 1 set of cartridges. It appeared that he fell behind the car. Basically, it looked like he was about to get back up and run again, and I deployed a 2nd set of cartridges.
Now, the parking spot that he was pulling into, was it near the actual building of the hotel?
Yes, it was.
Fell down. What a terrible day. I think he killed someone. I mean, I think there's more than enough evidence to know that he was involved, to be honest. But I know some people will say innocent.
Yes, I was able to look at exterior cameras that were located around.
About not knowing who the driver is. You know who's driving you around. She admits that she was in this car at this time. I think that's it right here.
Okay, so they tracked the car and her cell phone to this McDonald's. And she's saying that they went to McDonald's, but she doesn't know who's driving. And then they're gonna break it down and be like, you look, she's in the passenger seat, you look back to your left, who are you talking to? And she
And
says,
who are you in the car with? You should know who you're in the car with.
right, but it's gonna come out.
Behind this SUV.
He already said it.
And for the record, can you note the time?
It's at 1:47:10. I'll give you my time, and it's 12 minutes past 8 in the morning.
And where is this camera located at the McDonald's?
This is on the west side of the business, and this is the beginning of the line to order food through the drive-thru.
Ma'am, are you certified under state of Georgia guidelines as a law enforcement officer?
Yes.
And did you attend a police academy at the beginning of your career?
Yes.
Since you've been in homicide, in addition to periodic and annual qualifications that you have to attend and complete for your certification as a law enforcement officer, have you completed and attended other training in relation to homicide investigations?
Yes, I have.
And after speaking with them, were you alerted to the fact that an individual named Rashad Murphy had been taken into custody?
Yes.
Was there another individual there on the scene that was in the back of a patrol car? The person's name was Charmaine Steiger.
Yes.
After arriving and speaking to your supervisor, did you make contact with her?
I did.
Did you actually walk up to the patrol car and open the door and speak with her through the door?
I did.
And at some point, did you request that she come with you to a precinct office?
Yes.
Did she agree to go? And once at the precinct office, did you end up interviewing her or attempting to interview her?
I interviewed her.
Did it come to your attention during that time that a cell phone had been located within the Chevy Cruze? And you were alerted when you came to the scene that Mr. Murphy had been detained after getting out of the Chevy Cruze?
Yes.
And that the Chevy Cruze was related to an investigation of a homicide here in Tampa? Was that phone that was found in the Chevy Cruze, was it brought to you by another officer?
Yes, it was.
When you received it, was it open and running? Was there an app or an application that was running on the phone? What type of application?
Maps.
So is that
Navigation.
a navigation application? Okay, that can be utilized as navigation or GPS.
Correct.
And had Ms. Steiger given you consent and permission to go and obtain the phone and bring it to that
Yes.
location? Okay. Once you had it there with you, did you provide it to her to look at?
Correct.
So I think Davion Murphy's girlfriend, this is about her phone and she's being interviewed. The girlfriend's phone. She's not charged anything. She's just willingly giving up her phone. Seems very dumb.
And after looking at it, did some message pop up that you actually visualized and saw on the screen? Did it have the name Julio Foolio on it? And after looking at that message, did Ms. Steiger tell you she no longer wanted to look at the phone? And at some
Wait, what? Her phone? Whose phone is this? Is this Davion Murphy's phone? A contact named Julio Foolio? Or is it a message saying Julio Foolio? What the fuck is going on?
point around that time, did you seize the phone?
I did.
Why did you do that?
To preserve evidence, because based on the content and evidence and conversations we had at that point, I believe that there was evidence in the phone.
Was-
It's very easy to wipe
Yes.
that off the phone. Delete it.
Did you at some point, or was at some point, that phone provided to another officer within the Gwinnett County Police Department for analysis or extraction? The phone was provided to this person to conduct a celebrite extraction, is that correct?
A forensic download.
A forensic download. Was this an image that you also recorded and forwarded to Detective Ramos?
Yes.
And did you send the prior image to Detective Ramos?
Yes.
65.
So this is a Instagram story on one of their phones with the timestamp 6:10 a.m. and a Young and Ace song playing on the Instagram story. And it looks like it's a crime scene because I see police officers.
Okay.
So maybe this is just the Foolio crime scene after the shooting, like dissing him even more.
Now, in this photograph, this appears to be a photograph of possibly a crime scene with some officers in the scene. And was there a video, or I'm sorry, a music link attached to it for Young and Ace?
Yeah, it's a screenshot of what looks like an Instagram post. And when you post something on your story on like Instagram, you can tag and insert a video or a song with it. And that's what that is right there. It says "Don't Know Why" by Young and Ace.
Okay. And this is a date. This has a date of June 19, 2024, 5:29:21 p.m. with, again, UTC plus 0 markings.
Yes.
Well, Foolio died a few days after that, right? So maybe that's a different crime scene.
Was this an image that you found with associated information in the partial extraction? And what is this image?
It's a screenshot of a contact.
What is the contact? Is there a name on it?
Yes, it's Go-To-Man.
It's Isaiah Chance,
Is there a phone number associated to the contact?
Yes.
her boyfriend.
And in the information as far as this image, is it recorded as to when that was placed in the phone?
Yes, June 22nd, 2024.
Is this an image that was found in the partial extraction? And this is state 65E as an echo.
Did this motherfucker take a picture of burner phones next to his distinct shoes and pants? This is literally burner phones and like chargers and shit.
A black boot, black pants, a bag that has a charger, 305s, and a straight talk phone.
Okay. 305s are cigarettes?
Yeah.
And is there a time and date as to the recording of that image?
Yes, it's June 22nd, 2024 at 7:09 a.m. in UTC time.
In UTC time. So that would be 4 hours ahead as far as Eastern Standard Time?
Sustain is deleting. Rephrase
Would there
your
be an
question.
offset between Eastern Standard Time and UTC?
Yes.
What is that?
4 hours.
Universal Time Code, is that UTC?
Yes.
Oh my God, they have zero chance. One of them has to snitch, right? And flip to get like 20 or 30 years or something to have some sort of life. I don't know.
State 65F is in Foxtrot, publishing. Was this another image that was in the partial extraction?
These motherfuckers took pictures of all the evidence against them.
What is in the image?
Rifle.
Are you familiar with the AR platform?
Somewhat, yes.
Does that appear to be an AR platform rifle?
Yeah.
And is there a time associated to the collection of that image in the phone?
Yeah, it's June 20th, 2024, 3:02 a.m. in UTC time.
Your involvement in this case, just want to get what your involvement was. You were
So they took, why did they take pictures of everything?
That's what I was going to ask.
Cause they dumb.
I mean,
Evidence.
they might as well should have just waited for the police to get there and go on and arrest them. They
That's
proved the
pretty
state's
much.
case for them. They proved the state's case for them, all laid out.
Yep. Crazy.
At the beginning, Jacksonville detectives appeared to know exactly who was involved in the killing. Jail calls on the day of the murder between gang associates played a critical role in leading them straight to a suspect. A lot of new details in this video. I'm sure a lot's going to come out over the next week when the trial continues. Once I heard about jail calls in the trial this week, I got interested and had to start reading. These jail calls led them straight to Isaiah Chance. I'm going to read the full documents. Hit subscribe. Let's go. Our first thing we got.
Like, okay,
That's
so
her boyfriend, right?
if you get caught, why are you on the phone talking about it? Like, if you want
And
any
they know once
chance,
I don't know. And they even do that when they locked up, knowing them phone calls are recorded. They still talk. They already behind bars and talking.
I hear notice of intent to reply upon a gang expert in testimony and call the following witnesses as experts in the trial. Detective Richard Nieder of JSO to provide expert testimony regarding ATK gang and Jacksonville gang activity. Detective Craig Griffin, another JSO detective, to provide expert testimony regarding 1200 gang and its Jacksonville gang activity. Detective Trey McCullough, JSO, to provide expert testimony regarding 6 block
all right,
withdrawal. And guess who it is? It's Jeremy McClement, who is her current lawyer that is in her trial. So it seems like the other lady withdrew and he didn't, or Alicia picked him over her. But it seems like they had some sort of disagreement over how to do this trial and didn't want to do it together. Now here's where things get really interesting. I found the affidavit on the file system, which goes over pretty much the entire murder, how they tracked him, how they did anything. It's pages and pages of this shit. It starts with a 911 call of the shooting and everything, right? We already saw a lot of this in the trial already. 2 of the shooters armed with ARs, 1 with a pistol. They found out it was Foolio very quickly, obviously. They very quickly figured out what the suspect vehicle was, the Impala. Ultimately, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Detective Christopher Drabeck, who is going to be a witness, who has in-depth knowledge of the victim and the gang he's affiliated with, 6 Block, and the rival gang that he is feuding with, ATK and HG, made contact with lead homicide detective Juan Ramos to provide intelligence. JSO Detective Drabeck provided intelligence sourced from their investigative means, which revealed that 2 out of the 3 possible shooters involved in this homicide were suspected to be Isaiah J. Chance, with Instagram handle Gutta Zay, and Rashad T. Murphy, with Instagram handle Ghost187. So somehow, some way, this detective from Jacksonville, not even in Tampa, already knew who was involved in the shooting, sourced from their investigative means. It sounds like someone snitched.
Before?
They've just been following this whole thing for a long time. It's been a whole thing with them.
Like the police knew he was a target. They knew he was gonna be in town, whatever. But like I think they were saying that the Jacksonville figured it out before Tampa. Which would be right, because I mean that's where they're from. But man, who?
If you ask me, what does that even mean? How do you instantly know who the 2 people are involved are? The NIBIN correlation solidified the belief that suspects were most likely from Jacksonville. So they obviously tracked the guns back to Jacksonville with other NIBIN hits of the shell casings. Detective Drabeck provided extensive intelligence related to their prior and potential ongoing investigations. Drabeck was also provided video of the homicide for his review. And here are the jail calls. As part of the assistance provided, Drabeck monitored jail calls of an inmate, Shane Payne, someone born in 2007. So this kid is only like 17 or 18 years old. Okay, while editing this video, I had to put this in. This Shane Payne kid apparently murdered his father, accused of murdering father and then killing his accomplice. Just 3 days later, Shane Payne enlisted a friend to murder his father and then turned on his friend and killed him 3 days later. Holy shit. It's crazy that these people throw their lives away this quickly. Who used another inmate's jail pin to make outgoing calls, which is very common. While doing so, Payne called females and utilized them to make 3-way calls, which is a common way to conceal who the inmate is actually talking to. I've seen this so many times in cases. In the YSL trial, the Melly trial, like literally every trial, there are always been 3-way calls. I think Lil Durk did it and got in trouble. Detective Drabeck has monitored a large number of Payne's calls and has had personal contact with him in the past and is familiar with his voice. On 6/24/24, the day of the murder, I think, the morning after pretty much, Payne made 2 calls of immediate interest, both utilizing another inmate's pen and a female to call another party on 3-way. During the first call, he says to add Shots, who is known by Detective Drabeck to be Tayshawn Thomas, born in 2.
Y'all think y'all slick with the 3-ways?
They not. They should know. They still record.
Right. My thing though is people been doing this for years, like decades.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna listen.
And they've been recording for decades too. So I don't care. They can do 5-way. They all gonna be recorded.
Right. My thing is
they just use that to get in touch. They try to probably be sneaky to hide that they calling the person, but what do they call them?
But
Criminals.
If you hiding it, that's even gonna make them listen harder.
Right. Yeah. And then if it's high profile, of course they're going to be listening to everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be no sneaking. They're going to definitely intentionally listen to everything you're doing.
They said add Shots. Okay. Who was Shots down there in Jacksonville? Bang. You added another person. Let's see what happens.
Right.
2000, a local rapper known as Tay Shots. During this call, Thomas says he is sipping on Don Julio, which Detective Drabeck has learned is a diss to the victim in this case and who is known as Julio Foolio. During the same call, Payne refers to Double G, known to Detective Drabeck to be Isaiah Chance, also known as Gutta, did OT with the big rapper. Drabeck knows from experience and knowledge that the big rapper refers to the victim in this case and OT refers to violent crime. These 2 guys on this jail call are using basically coded language, saying Double G, OT, and they're sipping on Don Julio. And this detective very quickly figured out they're talking about Isaiah Chance because his name is Gutta Zay. And this is the day of the murder. So these 2 fuckers are pretty much giving the detective more information without realizing it because they're using terrible coded language. Why are you talking about this shit on jail calls? Do you really need to do this? During the second reference call, Payne provides a phone number to the female to add in on 3-way. The phone number was identified by Detective Drabeck as belonging to Sean Walcott, another person born in 06, also known as LaShawn, who was a documented member of the 1200 gang. During that call, while laughing about an incident they were discussing, Walcott says that he retired now, and he'd been texting me. Then says he hung his jersey up, he retired. Walcott says he was just texting me, and confirms to Payne that he's talking about Double G, Isaiah Chance. Payne tells Walcott to tell him, Double G, to keep your head on a swivel. Detective Draybeck has conducted a previous investigation involving Isaiah Chance, Double G Gutta, and is familiar with his physical appearance. Draybeck believes that one of the shooters shares the same characteristics as Chance, and the relation to his thin build, height, and tall hair causing the hood of the shooter to protrude upwards.
Man, how can you be so stupid?
They didn't presented their own case.
Right. The state's attorney is happy about that. Like, oh yeah, don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Other than show all the
And
evidence.
just think about the defense. Like, I know they're doing a terrible job. I know they're doing a terrible job.
His jersey.
But they can't
Someone told him to
defend
keep
it.
his head on the swivel. And then, of course, they talk about the LPR database, how they track the cars. They talk about pulling over Sean Gaithray, and he has all these guns in the car that match shootings. NIBIN testing of the spent rifle casings found in Sean Gaithray had a positive match to 2 JSO cases. The case is linked to a homicide on 5/23/24, a month before he killed Foolio, where a victim was killed in the same cul-de-sac where Isaiah Chance's, aka Gutta Zay, girlfriend Alexia Marshall lives. This motherfucker killed someone a month before. That's pretty much what that means, right? You have shell casings linked to a murder 1 month before Foolio. I mean, this guy is a crash out shooter. This is fucking terrifying. This guy did not care about life at all or his life. He threw his life away. The second case the rifle casings linked to was a JSO case on 10/7/23, which was the attempted murder where the victim, Julio, was shot in the foot in Jackson.
So, wait. Did I show y'all that part where he wiped the car down?
No, I don't remember seeing it.
No.
Okay, so let me go to that. Let me go to that because. So you do, like, did they? I don't understand it. Like, you do all this to track a person down or try to hide your identity on the way to, but on the way back, you're talking about it.
That's how they mostly do. That's why I don't know why they just don't stick around and wait for the police to come. They go in hiding and run. I don't know why they do all of that.
That gives them more clout. They're on the run.
That's crazy.
They go
You
to jail.
conceal your service, you do all of that, and then you pretty much seal your own fate in your case by laying out the evidence.
Putting it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, tell them, baby, this is the kind of doing that they haven't seen the video. What can they watch that way?
Right up here and go straight to that video. Guys, his ultimate room tour is fire, but
exactly, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go see his reaction because this is crazy. It took us about how long it took to do like 3 straight days?
Yes, everybody for stuff, you know, that is not gonna stop. Show them the new edition.
Oh yeah, I had him some new editions up there. But I'm not gonna lie, I put that high because I think those are mine.
And over here.
What?
All over here.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm gonna just say this.
What was it at?
What's that noise? Is that a video?
No, that's somebody else's TV.
It's me, my bad.
I thought that was the video. I was gonna say I don't see it. And then I'm like, is that your grandpa TV?
So I figure out whose video was it on.
With them wiping down the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how long her hold on.
Okay. So here we go. Who's on is that? Mika? Yeah, it's Mika. All right, so this is them before, I think. I'm gonna mute it so I can do all the talk. So this is them before.
See, and we saw that one when he was rolling them bags.
Uh-huh. This is her at the Airbnb, I think. It's showing them the backside of the Airbnb, how they got in and didn't show their faces. Where is it at?
But they could hear other voices, right? Cool.
Entered, the evidence will show through that entrance.
And there's a camera that captures back here. God damn.
Later that night at about 1:40, this is
wow.
This is them stalking him.
Right? This is his Instagram video right here. They're showing that they were kind of like across the street. Here we go.
And Mr. Chance conducting more surveillance.
So they're showing that the girl and her boyfriend are walking in the parking lot.
As a couple, so they're not threatening. They don't stand out.
So again, they're showing it's a conspiracy. They were the lookouts. They were the people that were going to give the green light to the shooters.
Phone to his ear. And now they walk back again past the club.
I think that's them over here.
Mr. Jones and his friends leaving.
They're leaving now. And so they didn't have to follow him closely to know where he was going, but they're kind of sitting a little bit back. They're letting by the way, here's another thing.
So look, this right here in the top middle is the hotel. You're gonna see them wait, and the silver car is gonna go in. Then you're gonna see the black car make a U-turn and go straight into the hotel.
Whatever that shit's called over here, you know?
Of Mr. Jones and his entourage, and pulls directly into that hotel.
Now, again, when I mentioned the woman thing,
We don't care. Come on.
So up, let car is you you get to walk up.
Hey, you see them make a U-turn?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I was really talking.
They was really stalking him.
It's a photograph of, well, actually, this is a video. So this is the night they get there. This is Saturday, the 22nd. The defendant entering. There's no volume on this, but when she walks in, someone says, "My bad." Mr. Chance having maybe a celebratory drink. This is the next day around 2:30, 3. You can see
this nigga really drank Don Julio after he killed Julio Foolio. That's crazy.
he has to keep knocking. The person getting in that silver car is an Uber driver who they have called. That is how they returned to Jacksonville. The defendant, Mr. Chance, and Mr. Murphy this time returned to Jacksonville. Now they're unloading, bringing out all of their kit and their gear, their weapons. There's Mr. Davion Murphy. Now they're getting sloppy because it's the next day and all of the conspirators are visible. There's Mr. Murphy.
Oh, they kept it clean. All the other guys never came through the front door. Maybe something happened where they're like, yo, did maybe they got dropped off here the night of or whatever, and they're like, damn, did the camera already catch us? But now the next day, they're a little bit sloppy. None of the other guys use the front door, remember. But now they're all using the front door.
Trying to go back in. Mr. Gathright walking out with gear. They don't they don't leave the way they came. They flee from this murder separately and in a different format.
That's Gathright. He's one of the shooters.
Mr. Gathright.
So that's the dude that was on the curb while they were turning.
He leaves independent of the others in the Impala.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is now ready to evidence.
So, and he's objecting during opening statement.
Is that allowed?
No.
No, I was going to say no. The opening statement is opening statement.
No, she got like some bang up lawyers. It's opening statement. You can't object to this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like opening statement, closing statements. You get to do your opening. Okay?
Yeah.
Telling the jury what he believes the evidence will show. So I'm going to overrule the objection.
So opening statements is, hey, throughout this trial, the evidence that we have will show you this. So you get to have a narrative tone as opposed to when you have a witness on the stand. You kind of have to stick towards asking questions and are more be drawing that nigga Isaiah Chance.
Gut. And that's how they got in the day before. The evidence will show Mr. Gathright, Sean Gathright, whose house they all started at with the Impala. He leaves, but he doesn't go back to Jacksonville. Mr. Gathright drives across I-4 to Polk County, to Auburndale, to his grandmother's house, where he switches cars. He leaves his Impala at his grandmother's house, and he takes her Toyota 4Runner, and he drives that to Orlando, where he goes out that night to a club, and he posts a photograph of him drinking Don Julio tequila, which...
God damn, man. I'm on Blanco, but damn, chat. God damn.
Is a diss to Charles Jones. Charles Jones, Julio Foolio, was known in all of his social media to drink Don Julio. That's where the name came from. He was notorious for that. This Mr. Gathright drives over, switches cars, goes to Orlando, then he ends up in Jacksonville. That's Mr. Gathright being picked up on a flock license plate reader system this is him coming. This is on June 22nd. You can see 7:39. He's in Hillsborough County. So
okay, this is a lot, chat.
It didn't show it yet, but man, they got so much evidence.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, ain't nobody took no plea. I guess they all just they not gonna snitch. I don't know.
I think that's why they
gonna flip first.
I think that's why they put the girl up first.
But you think she gonna flip?
I mean, shoot, I thought so.
I mean, she still could possibly, as long as the prosecutors will take it. They probably already gave her one, because didn't you say she just had a baby or something like that? You know how they be doing in the movies, you know, you're a new mom, we're going to take you away for your baby, you're not going to see the baby, blah, 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 we'll work out a deal with you. They may still try to offer one, but she's way more involved than she knew what was going on.
She was in the car.
She knew. You walking around in the parking lots helping scope out. I'm like, ain't nowhere in the world I'd be doing that.
Right, I'll be scared I'm gonna get hit
Yeah,
from
I'd be
somebody
like, what are we doing outside? Why are we outside so long? Yeah,
It's
I should
like
just
a
be walking
fine,
outside with you.
because it's like a 8 hour video. They show you all the evidence. So I'm like, I'm skimming through all of it. We'll be here all day.
Mm, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think they all, it's in Florida, right? They got the death penalty. I think they all might get the death penalty.